All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the fifth grade action here at the RnR Sports Top 100 Super Showcase, Rough Squad versus Rugged Squad, live from Showalter Stadium in Winter Park, Florida, brought to you by none other than the finest in live streaming, Gridiron Productions LLC, in conjunction with Voice Sports. Viewing our youth consistently everywhere is what we do. That's why we bring it to you. We are getting ready to queue up this fifth grade game. As I'm telling you, it's going to be special as Team Rough comes into this game led by none other than one of the DMV's most iconic coaches. That's right, my man Mike Brown from the Watkins Hornets is in the place to be, and he has a roster full of weapons, including number zero athlete CJ Vala, representing from the state of Washington. Number one quarterback Jordan Jenkins out of North Carolina. Number two wide receiver Amari Dorsey out of Michigan. Number three outside linebacker Delonte McDuffie out of DC. That's right, represent Young Buck. Number four at wide receiver Tony Boyd out of North Carolina. Yes, sir. Number five running back Elijah Washington out of Jersey. Them Jersey boys in the building. At number six, know you know this one. My man, that defensive tackle, the masher, the commander, Matt Camonda Jr. out of the good NY, in the place to be. Number seven at DN, Michael Polidor out of Florida. At number eight, defensive tackle, Michael Tialani out of Washington. At defensive tackle beside him, wearing number nine, Rashad Brown out of New York. Number 10, Mojo Martin out of Arizona. Quarterback, Caden Antonopoulos out of Florida. Running back, DeAndre Tate Jr. out of New York. An athlete, can play anywhere on the field, Caleb Phillips, definitely representing for Team Rough out of Florida. Wearing number 14, Jaden Brown, representing for Virginia, along with cornerback Bryce Johnson out of New Jersey. Defensive tackle Bryce Green, also out of New Jersey. At running back, Nazir McClutchin out of New York. Damari Walker out of VA. At safety, offensive guard Masek Stafford out of Florida, along with wide receiver Kyrie Patrick out of Illinois. That's right, Illinois in the place to be. At defensive tackle, Devontae Etris from California, along with Michael Fry from West Virginia. Camden Keaton out of North Carolina, along with Isaiah Lewis out of New York. Jalik Allen at offensive tackle represents for New York, and this Rough team has a lot of up north star power in it for the class of 2030. As we shift our attentions over the class of 2030 on the Team Ruckus side, gotta give love to him as you know who he is. Look, when your name rhymes, you know they coming on time. Coach Larry Perry of the VA Bulls brings in outside linebacker Jocelyn Francois out of Florida, along with D tackle Bernard West from Florida. Quarterback Jabril Perry out of VA, along with quarterback Justice Turpin out of Florida. A lot of Florida players enlisted in this one. Is cornerback Isaiah Lassiter, Brian Davenport, Taraj Iki, Jamison Collins, Xavier Sullivan, Cortland Gilliard, Lorenzo Thomas, Jordan Shedlock, and Dominic Young, along with Keel Peterson and Teron Lundy, along with Marco, I'm going to call him Mark P. Ruckus, out of Florida, comes in and represents well, along with David Forth Jr. That's right, the Jersey boy, Caden Perry, representing the DB, along with Xavier Council, Lucas Ramirez, Chase Martin, out of Florida, along with Amari Moore, Chase Wright, and Jace Conley. Moore out of North Carolina, along with Conley and Wright out of VA, topples this list. So you got a basically from the roster's perspective, a North versus South game in all retrospect. So let's get down to business as we get ready to see some of the top players from up north face off against some of the top players from the South. You heard it first from your boy, The Voice, spoken first out of my mouth. Fifth grade action set and take to the football field. Again, Coach Mike Brown representing for Team Rough and Blue, and Coach Larry Perry from the Virginia Bulls representing for the Ruckus and Lime Green as we go through our pregame requisites. Also, each and every game here today brought to you by our proud sponsors. Let's run down the sponsor list one time and let's get this thing ready to rock as the teams prepare to take to the field. Once again, shouts out to Team 100, my man Coach Cat representing for RnR, my man Coach Ty representing on like neck bone, RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. And of course, this Voice Sports, viewing our youth consistently everywhere in sports. See tomorrow stars today. You know what it is. QB1 Athletics. You want to be a starter, you better get that QB1 mentality. And of course, the finest in live streaming, Gridiron Productions, coming to your doorstep. We got you right. All right, the official gold sponsor for RnR. That's right, Florida Youth Athletics. Come on now, you're enjoying the Superstar Showcase. That's right, I put a star on it because that's what they are to me. Let's go. What color is your solutions? We choose blonde. Blonde solutions. Oh yeah, get it right. The RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Holla neighbor, tell a friend. Like, love, and share everywhere. Put the stream out there so their football day never ends. That's right. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Mm-mm-mm. The showcase package, indeed, already on display. You know what you're getting. So many great student athletes able to come down and participate, and everything that comes in their backpack is got them laced, boy. They get a whole drip backpack. If this was a scripture, they call it drippalations, drip Rithians. The RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. You know how they do. Show Walter Stadium. And of course, who else? The finest in live streaming. Gridiron Productions. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for some football. I'm ready for some more football. Clickety clack. Put somebody on their back. Teams going over last minute instructions, getting a couple warm up drills in, getting the feel for the football field. You're in the right place for some high quality football. For those of you who are interested, the Long Live Lamar Certified Scholarship is something you want to find out more about. Submit your essay. That's right, submit your essay now. Check out the information found here. Find out more. You want to get involved? You really want to get some help? This here is committed and dedicated in memory of Lamar Patterson. Yo, certified one scholarships. Send them essays in today. We want to help you be better. A minimum of a 3.0 GPA or better. Get at it. Handle your business in the classroom and on the field. Love from Lamar Patterson. Again, proud sponsor of RnR Sports Media, Florida Youth Athletics, gold level sponsor. You want to find out about how you can sponsor some of the great things we do? Get in contact and find out the different packages available. I believe they got the gold, they got the bronze, they got some other kind of metal, but when you get the chrome one, you get me. That it is. Yeah. Live from Showalter Stadium, I'm broadcasting live from Voice Sports HQ here in the DMV, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful collaboration here as I'm looking at the ambiance around the stadium there at Winter Park, Florida. I am only led to give you a football scripture if I can. Let me dig into my bag. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and play football in it. Have mercy. Let's get ready and do a great thing. Like, love, and share everywhere. Send the streams around. Send the streams around. It's about to go down. 4 quarters of fifth grade level action. My man Matt Comonda on the field. You got some stars from all over the place. My man Larry Perry is getting ready to lead this team. This Virginia Bulls squad that he came from continues to grow and evolve and are structurally sound from the play calling element. I'm ecstatic to see what he's able to do with the weapons he's been given at his disposal here. A vast majority of this Ruckus team from Florida, so a little bit of home cooking on this one as they'll play against many of the players on the rough squad coming from the upper north, North Carolina, New Jersey, DC. You got a couple on that team from Arizona and New York as well. Multiple from VA and even West Virginia on this squad for Team Rough. So two clashes in play styles, but coaches that are well aware of what weapons they have and how to utilize them. Interested in seeing how this game will play out. Getting multiple messages all throughout the day. Gotta give love to K Hawk Jr., man. My man Kevin Hawthorne Jr., the legendary camera operator. Come on now. You know I got you. Gotta get down with the best. You know that. As the team captains make their way to the field, let's see if we can get a coin toss going. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word as the officials gather around the 50? Again, it's just look like a beautiful day of weather down there. So many great people from around the country converging for these games to take place. We have about 3 or 4 more left after this. We encourage you to stick around, like, love, and share. I know you used to watching the Millionaires play on Sunday, but we getting ready to watch tomorrow's stars today. And you're getting the camera stylings of my man Kevin Hawthorne Jr., legend in his own time. Come on now. Come on now. Don't get mad. Look, and get the super zoom in too. I would love for them to put it down the distance marker on the visiting side of the field though. So we'd be able to give the people at home the ability to know what down the distance is without having to listen essentially to what we give them. But hey, this is how we do it. Team captains meet at midfield. The coin toss is taking place. The rough squad will be representing for the west side as they all shake hands and they will be receiving the ball first. Coaches dap up. This is going to be a great game. As I said before the third grade game took place, the beautiful part about every game that we getting ready to watch today is I'm expecting it off the break to be a chess match, not checkers. I'm expecting to see teams come out try and establish some things, and the defenses and offenses go into immediate counter mode, meaning take away what you're having success at and make you do the things you don't want to do. All right, as we get things started here, Team Rutgers with possession of the football to start things off. Play whistled as they break the 40-yard line. The ball spotted at the 41. Team Rutgers led by head coach Larry Perry, and they'll go with a quick power and dive play, taking advantage, going right at the heart of this defense, challenging them up the gut. Quick rotations. Ball set at the 45-yard line. New play coming in from Coach Perry. Team Rough in purple, led by Watkins Hornets own Coach Mike Brown. Nice snap, handoff, and able to surge around the right side and up across the 50 into Team Rough territory. They'll spot the ball at the 49-yard line, and we have a player down from Team Rough in this one. Outstanding show of love as both coaches come out onto the field, and they're flagging for the trainer to come out and get a professional perspective on the player down. You are watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Mojo Martin is representing Arkansas. No doubt. Arkansas, not Arizona. Gotta love it. Coaching staff on the field, officials gathered around, players taking a knee and taking advantage of this opportunity, though the game just started, to hydrate their players. Once again, for those of you watching at home, those who play, parents of those players, coaches of those players, the importance of hydration prior to a game, practice, or workout is essential in limiting very, very high rates of injuries and things that will become a problem physically for players. Often we always see coaches making players run. Of course, you got to get your cardio and your conditioning together. But many of these players need to learn how to properly hydrate. Hydration does not start 2 hours before the game. It doesn't start once the game is going. It starts days before. Get your players, yourself, and your coaches, as coaches, get your players conditioned to hydrate accordingly as my man makes his way off the field with the assistant of the coaching staff. We'll get you an update on him in a moment. As once again, the notation was made, and I'm going to make it emphatically clear. Mojo Martin is representing from Arkansas, not Arizona. ARK, not ARI. There we go. Ball on the 49-yard line. This the first drive of the fifth grade game. And Team Ruckus building momentum coming down the field. Most of these players on Team Ruckus representing for the state of Florida. So a little bit of home cooking. They're acclimated to this beautiful weather that got people walking around with shorts on. I'm here in DC. It's 37 degrees. And it's cold. Yeah, it's so cold we took the D off of it. Cold. It's just cold. Said the snap. A nice handoff. Able to shimmy around the right side. And I'll have to cut up into the interior just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will be just enough to get back to the line of scrimmage indeed. Team Ruckus breaks the huddle. Ball on the 49-yard line. I don't know what color solutions you use. We use blonde solutions, though. Yeah. Ruckus takes the snap, looking, plants his feet, looks upfield. And that play will go for a loss. He's brought down back near the 47. Down and distance marker got to move. As they will indeed put him on the 47. Third down and 15. And they'll go with the dive, and that will go nowhere as Team Rough is not going to give the interior run away. The thought is there, but That's about it. Fourth down and 15 for Team Ruckus. Early here in the first quarter of the game. Interesting to see how they will go about it. Will he go for it early or will he defer? You're in midfield. Why not? Team Ruckus comes out showing full receiver spread. As we return to the action, lost a little bit in the broadcast, but blame it on the cold weather here in the DC area. As the ball is spotted at the 45-yard line, Team Ruckus with possession of the football. Head coach Larry Perry of the Virginia Bulls leading this outstanding collection of student athletes out onto the football field. And they'll go to the ground game and try that left side and find some room as he crosses the 50, the 45, the 40. Got some space. Nothing but space and opportunity in your community. Touchdown, Team Ruckus. Nothing but space and opportunity in your community. Touchdown, Team Ruckus. 5th grade. And they go on the scoreboard first here in the first quarter on a huge run from scrimmage. 45 plus on the carry. Excellent play call and execution. As they'll line up for the point after attempt. As we had to wait till the 4th quarter in the last game to see our first score, we start this one off with a bang. The pitch and catch. And the point after attempt is good. Hit him with the fader, baby. Hit him with the fader. Point after attempt by run or by pass is worth 1. Field goal worth 2. So it's 7-6 the score in this one. And that will send Team Rough, led by head coach Mike Brown's offense, back out onto the football field for the first possession they will get of today's game. Team Ruck is able to come out and capitalize early. Team Rough looks to respond. Today's action brought to you by the finest in live streaming, Gridiron Productions, in conjunction with Voice Sports Broadcasting. First down and 10, Team Rough, and they go quickly to the air. Uh-oh, bang! That's right, go up top chicken box and unable to put any sauce on it. Pass or fault incomplete. Second down and 10. No hesitation from Team Rough to challenge the secondary. That right there, that throw in itself is enough to make him want to peel the ears back. 4 receiver spread. And they'll go to the handoff and able to surge forward for maybe 3 around the right side. Takes it up to the 28-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the carry. Third down and 7 for Team Rough. Coming out base in the 4 receiver spread. This Ruckus defense going to start this game off on their heels. Shift the power side as the halfback comes around to the left side versus the right. Quarterback keeps it. Got some room. He cuts back across the formation and up across the 35. Nice carry. And that's enough to move the chain crew. Fresh set of downs for Team Rough. Excellent rotation. Coach Brown shifting players out. Four receiver spread. Good snap, able to pull it down, catches a quick throw. And in and out of the hands of his intended receiver on the shallow slant. Unable to get a hold of it. Second down and 10. Team Rough. Unapologetically, we throwing the football, bro.
Is there enough time to do that today?
This offensive line able to give some quality protection. Look at this. Clean pocket. Oh, and hit as he throws it. But able to come over on the coverage was a safety.
Yeah, hopefully that'll help. Otherwise, I say when I get home,
As the corner able to stay underneath,
other computers.
allowed the safety to come over the top as that pass, luckily not gobbled up by the defense, will fall incomplete. Third down and 9. As the sticks are picked up and walked to the other end of the field, start of the second quarter, as both teams will switch sides. As the first quarter was dominated not only by time possession by Team Rutgers, but able to go down the field and put 7 points on the board. Team Rough coming out in a passing set and, and openly looking to take them apart with a four receiver spread. Continues to showcase the ability of their quarterback and the solid offensive line play up front. Can Team Ruckus in the lime green get to the quarterback effectively? We'll find out. He on a big third down and 10. Good snap. Got time, steps up. Ooh! Beautiful throw. And overshoots his man. So right here, fourth down, in the early moments of the second quarter, do you go for it this early in the game? You go for it this early in the game, or do you just set the tone, and put your defense back on the field? Coach Coach Brown going for it, confident. And after the infraction on the play, makes it a little easier on them. Because now instead of it being 4th and 11, it's 4th and 6. And a timeout on the field is called. You are watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase live from Winter Park, Florida. Let's pause for a quick commercial break for our sponsors. Acknowledgements. QB1 Athletics. You want to be a starter? You better get that QB1 mentality. The finest in live streaming, Gridiron Productions, LLC. The official sponsor of RnR Sports Media, Florida Youth Athletics. Be the gold standard. You're watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Back to the action. 4th down and 6. A big play here. And a handoff. We got a flag in the backfield. Cuts back, changes direction. Looks to make a big play and will go down near the 44. Not enough for the first down. But we definitely see what the flag is in the backfield, as I'm sure that will complicate things a little more as well. And that infraction will go against Team Rough, and Team Ruckus will get prepared to send their offense back out onto the football field already with a 7-point lead. First down and 10, Team Ruckus. First down and 10, Team Ruckus comes out showing 4 receivers as well. Good snap, handoff, and a gashing run around the right side. Oh, good cut. Uses his blocker, still bounces around, shows the inside, goes to the outside edge. Knee may have touched at the 40, where the play is whistled dead. Explosive run by the halfback, showing his quicks. Good for 6 overall on the play. Second down. Drops back. Pressure, that hit from the side. Woo, get you some, young man. Team Rough comes off the edge. Lord have mercy. Got a little TJ Watt in him, yo. Came around here straight goon squad. First big play defensively for Team Rough, as Team Ruckus again looking to build momentum, and that play took all of it. Third in the concession stand for Team Ruckus, and they'll want to talk about it. Yeah, third in Walmart. A lot of football left to be played. 7-0 to score. Team Ruckus up in this one here in the second quarter. You're watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase, live from Winter Park, Florida. Outstanding run working around the left side. Looking for daylight. Jordan Shedlock getting a touch as a halfback. Takes it up to the 43-yard line as they break the huddle. Once again, a good portion of this Ruckus team, Florida-based, led by Coach Perry, And a nice delayed draw. Got around the left side and still surging up across the 40 and forward progress. May take him up to the 36 before he was pushed back. And that'll be more than enough to move the chains as the sticks must move. Looking for somewhere to go with it, and this Team Ruckus defense swarming to the ball carrier, gets to him and gets to him quickly. One of the first in, Brian Davenport in the backfield. Love the way this Ruckus defense is so aggressive and loves to play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. This rough offense has to look things over and be prepared. Send him, got a man in the flat, throws it to him. And a beautiful strike, but unable to connect as the ball will fall incomplete near the 41-yard line. Understood the look and really liked the way the halfback came out of the backfield into the flat. Thought that's where he was going with the ball, but to see the receiver cut in, another great read by the QB. Again, this fifth grade football action, bro. No strings on these players. They continuing to showcase what they do best. Team Rough led by head coach Mike Brown of the Watkins Hornets, and Team Ruckus led by head coach Larry Perry from the Virginia Bulls. Third down, showing four receiver spread. Sends a man in motion. All right, quarterback looks to keep it. He'll go around the left side. A lot of lime green jerseys, and that will be stopped near the 32 at best. As again, look at all of the lime green jerseys going from east to west. Won't beat them. You're not going to beat this team based upon conditioning. You're going to have to play chess, not checkers. Big decision here on fourth down for Team Rough. Coach Brown's supreme confidence level. When you got an offensive line that can do what they've been able to do, you got to counteract that speed that Team Ruckus brings to the table. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we resume action here in the second quarter, Team Ruckus down inside the 10-yard line. Flags will move the ball back to the 7-yard line. Experiencing minor technical difficulties as again we are broadcasting live from 3 different locations and making it flawless for you. Shouts out to my man Kevin Hawthorne Jr. on site in Winter Park, Florida. I am here live at Voice Sports HQ here at the headquarters. Quick snap, pump fake throws, caught on the slant route and into the end zone goes Team Ruckus. Scookers. And that point after attempt is good. That's 14, bro. As both teams head to the sidelines, we missed the initial score as we lost signal for a second, but came back just in time to pick up the point after attempt. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you are live in Winter Park, Florida. Live stream brought to you by Gridiron Productions, the finest in live streaming, in conjunction with Voice Sports. That's right, view and argue consistently everywhere sports is what we do. See tomorrow starts today as today's presentation of the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase 5th grade level action continues to roll on. Here at halftime, Team Ruckus is up. Head coach Larry Perry and this Florida-based team is on fire as we'll take the remaining portions of this halftime period to tighten up some things on this end. We're going to send you to our commercial sponsors and pay some bills. We'll be back in just a few moments with more of the second half of this 5th grade game. You're watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Let's go. Gridiron Productions live streaming, the finest in live streaming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to bring you the second half of today's fifth grade game here at the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase, we'll run back and talk a little bit about the first half as both coaches look to assert themselves and also test the water a little bit to see what they can do and what they can't do. Coach Larry Perry and this team, uh, Ruckus, has been able to really get out, score early. They've had a lot of success through the air, as well as their defense being just as constrictive as their intentions were walking in pregame. Mike Brown from the Watkins Hornets is probably one of the best coaches at making halftime adjustments. I would expect him and Team Ruff to turn everything around and totally amaze you at the idea of what they can do in the second half. Now, this part and aspect of his strength as a coach, I would sit back and really challenge because at this point in time, you're talking about a team who's been together less than 24 hours. Dare to say 48. If he's able to turn things around in the second half and turn this into a game where instead of it being 14-0, it's 14-14, I would expect more adjustments to be made by Coach Perry. Again, both coaches before this game even started on the fifth grade level, I expected a chess match. This so far has been give me your king, give me let me get a shot at your king by taking away your queen and your jester. The rest of this is going to be a game of attrition. I believe that in the second half, Team Ruff is going to have to find momentum in the offense and be able to build some momentum in the defense to slow down Team Ruckus, who's very confident at being able to throw the ball around. There's no real way you can sugarcoat it. They are far more their conditioning and their game speed as a unit is far more in unison than what Ruff is. And the Team Ruff is made up of more players from the upper north, so it's more of a grind and pound type game plan. So I'm interested to see how Coach Mike Brown makes the adjustments in the second half and how they go about trying to slow down Team Ruckus. On the other end, I'm expecting Coach Larry Perry to do everything he can to keep it pedal to the metal. It's going to be an interesting second half of football. Brought to you by none other than Gridiron Productions live streaming, the finest in the business, and Voice Sports. We're going to get you going in just a few moments with the second half. We'll be back in just a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by as we are experiencing technical difficulties as we get set to bring you the remainder of the fifth grade RnR Top 100 Super Showcase live from Winter Park, Florida. Stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by as we prepare to bring to you the remainder of the fifth grade RR Top 100 Super Showcase live from Winter Park, Florida. Thank you for your patience. Fourteen-zero at halftime, and Team Ruckus is up on Team Rough. We are currently at the halftime period and experiencing signal difficulties. We will bring you the second half of today's game as we are currently recording all of the footage. Thank you.